Hey folks, this is Wistful Dale here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another reaction video here folks. This time around we are going to be continuing my buddy Reaper's new album series that we have 4 parts here in total. And today, folks, we are going to do part 2 here with this one here. So apparently there's a story behind this, which I guess from part 1 here, I have no idea exactly, but I guess from part 1, my best interpretation is that there's a forest that we walk into and everything, or I guess the listener in a sense, whatever, walks into, whatever, then we come across a cemetery, and then we see some form of spiritual bliss or light, I suppose, and then we meet up again back at the church in the late evening or whatever, and then take a piece down the, by the city at night. I guess. I'm not too entirely sure. I guess that's the story of part 1. I'm not too exactly sure, but anyway, folks, we are going to be looking at part 2 here now, which is A Journey's Lie. Now, part 1 was, A Journey's Hero or something, I think. I'm not too entirely sure, but anyway, we are going to be reacting to this one here and seeing what we have in store for us here. So let's go ahead and give it a listen here. Welcome to my channel. Ready, set, go! Alrighty. So basically the exact same as before the ending of part 1. Alright, I can still see the cars down there. New instruments creeping up. Bells. We got bells, folks. So I'm not too sure exactly what this is. I'm not sure if this was in part 1. I have short-term memory, like Dory from Finding Nemo or some shit. Okay, now we're going across the city or whatever, town. So I can only guess these images are part of a story. Other than that, I don't really know. It's like a microscopic zoomed in of a snowflake or some shit. Campfire with the marshmallows. Never actually did that before, actually, honestly. Looks like we're in some mining shaft or some entrance of a mining shaft. Underground. Excuse me. The music's very nice. Though there's some little eeriness in it. Okay, now we got some door deep in the words, whatever. A candle. Candle with some pen and stuff. In complete darkness. So I'm guessing so far we go from the city, then I guess that was the dream, I suppose. That bright blue and pink themed stuff, I guess that was like a happy dream in a sense, whatever. Because then we go to the city, whatever, and then we go deep in the frost forest, meet up with our buddy, whatever, and then we went to a mining shaft, whatever, underground, to which we come across a doorway to now we're this here. What you got though? Some kind of ring? Yep. If you like it, you should put a ring on it. That's cool. Now we got the deep blue underwater. There's some like weird little creepiness within this music here. Space. Final frontier. It's like Interstellar or some shit. You folks seen that movie Interstellar by by Christopher Nolan? I think that was like the only Christopher Nolan movie I've honestly actually saw in theaters. Wanted to see Oppenheimer, but I don't know. My parents weren't interested in it because it was so damn long. It's like one of the few films that I legitimately just want to see, and yeah. I guess there's a new movie that he's making too called Odyssey or whatever. It's like some ocean theme or some shit. Christopher Nolan, but yeah. Hey, there's... That looks just like the black hole in the film. Whatever it was called, I completely forgot. But okay, shh. So I don't know if this is part of, like... I think this is a dream. A space dream, if you will. That's my interpretation, at least. This does have a nice swoop, honestly. Now we got some more space. Yeah, so I'm assuming we're dreaming here with this. kind of looks like a face. Doesn't it? Or am I just seeing things? Looks like a face as well. Maybe I'm just tripping, I don't know. I swear I can see face. Thank you and subscribe. Alrighty. Well, that was part 2. So I guess from part 1, right? So I guess like I said, the story behind this and everything. So the only thing I can think of is that, so back in part 1, we what do we do in part 1? So I guess in part 1, you know, we went into the forest, I guess, or we're at a forest wandering around. Then we come across a cemetery, you know, right? Looking over the cemetery, maybe looking over the loved ones or whatever. And then we have a dream or some holiness or whatever, right? Because there's like the space thing, whatever, holiness and everything. And then we go back to the church, you know, go to a church late evening. And then we go over to the city at night. And with this, which is the follow-up, for my best guesses is that we're at, you know, still at the city and everything, and then we fall asleep. And I think this right here is a dream, personally. Like, I think this is just some happy dream, honestly. That's why it's kind of very vague, nothing much going on. But then the next morning, this is my own interpretation, but the next morning, right, we get up early, going through town, and then we go up to the snowy mountains with our buddy, I suppose, you know. Then we set up camp, or whatever, and then we go into the mine shaft or underground shaft, to which we go up, eventually meeting this door here, to where we then enter a dark room with a candle. And I guess the person here, I guess this here is the main character, I presume, writes something down or whatever, or is in deep thought of something. He then sets his ring down over there. And then he goes deep sea diving, I guess. You know, to a blue cave. To that of which we return to the surface, I suppose. Or maybe that's a mental kind of thing, honestly. And this is overall like a mental, psychological thing, I guess. Because he puts his head down. So I guess he's asleep or he's in deep distress or something. And that's to which he, like, falls asleep, I guess. And then he dreams of being deep in, you know, like, deep in thought, in a sense. And then we exceed upwards all the way to the Milky Way and space and shit. Meeting up with black holes and stuff, to when eventually we reach up here. With, like, space stuff and everything. I don't know exactly, but that's my own theoretical guess. Supposedly, since this is a story in it, I guess. But that's the best, estimate that I could, you know, I can honestly give with, you know, the, overall story. But as for the music itself, you know, it has, unlike in part 1, which, you know, was kind of, you know, more cheery and, you know, calm and relaxed and everything, this has a small bit of eeriness. Like, it's a bit creepy. Not, like, completely creepy, but therethere's, like, a little offness with it. Also, I like this, electric piano, I guess this is what it is here. I'm not too sure, but it's pretty good. It's almost like a music box, honestly. But yeah, that's basically pretty much it, and my own whole interpretation of this and everything. And that's basically all I'm going to really showcase for this video, okay? I am going to do the final part, or final 2 parts, in the next video over here, folks, because in the last video here, of what my friend's done here. Part 3 and 4 are mushed in together and everything. And there's only so much time that I can do anyway for a day or whatever. I got like other plans and stuff. But yeah, that's basically pretty much all to really say and talk about within this video here, folks. If you folks are curious to check this out here for yourself and everything, the link will be in the description below. Overall, I like this one. It's definitely interesting. It adds a little eeriness towards it. But yeah, that's all I have to really say, and that's all I have to really give for this video here and everything. So with all that being said and out of the way, thank you folks all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you folks don't miss out on a future video or post I make in the future. And that you can always be kept up to date with the channel here and everything. And if you have any requests or suggestions, be sure to tell me down in the comments below. And speaking of music and everything, folks, I got my own music album out now. All the Leaps of Every Decay, Act 1, Stage 1. If you folks are curious to check that out and everything, I'll have a link down for the playlist. If your folks missed out on stage 0 or whatever, you can check that out first if you want. I think I'm going to start putting in my music playlist in the description below of these videos here, so that if you folks are curious and whatnot, you can go ahead and check out my music, only if you want to and everything. And like with part 2 here with A Journey's Why or whatever, similar to what my friend Reaper did with also part 1. It's similar enough what I did with my music album here, where I have stage 1, stage 0, and then stage 1. And I'm currently thinking heavily on stage 2. I'm working on stage 2. But yeah, that's basically all I have to really say and talk about within this video here. So thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe for more. And I will see you all sooner or later. Bye-bye, everyone.